So I'm sitting here enjoying a cigar, and I got to tell you about an interesting episode from the troubleshooting realm where weird things happen. So I was the lead elevator mechanic at a fairly large hospital, and we kept having this one group of elevators shut down on us every Friday at 3:35 in the afternoon, 3 weeks in a row. We had the left elevator over in the psych hospital crash, boom, and hit the springs. This happened 3 weeks in a row. Entrapment, we got to go get everybody out, this, that, and the other thing. You know, I'm thinking to myself, what in the name of Sam Hill is going on here? We would then take the elevator out of service for 2 or 3 days, running up and down the hoistway, blah, 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 blah. Could never figure out what was going on. Well, true troubleshooting is the assimilation of disparate facts and putting it all together. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on with this? And it started to stick in my head. Friday at 3:35. What is that? The car was crashing during the stampede out of the office as everyone was leaving early. Because the way the time clock was set up, 4 o'clock wasn't when you could punch out. It was 3:33. This was the first car coming to the bottom of the hoistway. Car's program. So the way this thing was set up, this car was built probably in the 60s, and it had an electromechanical programming system that in the morning, both cars would sit down at the bottom waiting for passengers going up. And if you wanted to come down from an upper floor, you had to call a car down to the lobby in order to go do it. Well, in the afternoon, one car would stay at the bottom and one car would go up near the top. And obviously the guy that programmed this thing realized that that was the floor that all the bodies on and go all the way up to the top. Okay. I'm like, what the heck? Why is it always the left car? Because the left car is the one up at the top and everyone would fill it up. And I'm like, okay, I got this. So here's what happens. I call every elevator mechanic at this place, and there were 5 of us. I said, I want everybody out in front of this elevator at 3:35 on Friday afternoon, and I'm going to show you guys something because I can't believe it. I said the right car is going to crash today, not the left one. Really? Okay, everybody's looking at me like I'm nuts. I can't believe people kept getting on this car, even though it crashed 3 weeks in a row. We let the same people out of it 3 times in a row. 3:34, 3:35. Boom! Right onto the springs. Okay, well, the car's only going 200 feet a minute. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Blows right through. You can hear it coming by. Da-da-ding, da-da-ding. Then it's making this horrible clatter coming down. Bam! And it hits the bottom. And it's the right car. And I get ready to open up the hoistway door. And I said, there's going to be, and I described this guy standing in the back left corner. And we open up the door. And there is this 450-pound guy in his car with 10 other people. Now, the car isn't technically overloaded. However, you got to remember now, this thing was built in the late 60s, early 70s when everything was kind of cheap. So I have to introduce a training aid, okay? The car is supported by a sling. There is a bar that comes around it, comes up, and the cable hangs the car, and the car goes up and down, okay? Well, the problem is the way this thing was built, there's a flag sticking up out of this thing that picks up all the limit switches on the way down. So it gets the slow down and then the car stops, right? But not if a 450-pound guy gets in this corner and the whole car bends this way and the flag doesn't touch any of the damn rollers. You gotta be kidding me. And that's all I got to say about that.